Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I am going to be sharing with you some books I have received in the month of November. So when it comes to book hauls, they're either going to be really big or really small. Like, I just don't know, because sometimes I get quite a few physical review books, sometimes I don't get many. It could be a mixed bag, and then also there's some books that I could purchase. So for the month of November I'm going to be really good. I can't think of anything that I massively want to get. So the first that I have to share with you is my pre-order that came of The Darkest Star by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So this is her new and latest book. This is a new book that is in the world of the Lux. So if you know the Lux series, that's with like Opposition, all those books. The Lux series. Obsidian, I think, is the first book. So yeah, there's quite a few books in the series. I read and completed it, loved it. It's about aliens. If you guys like alien books. I believe this is a spin-off. I don't think you've got to read the other books because it just reads like another story, if I'm honest, like by the synopsis. So I'm really excited about this book. And then I came home to this. There was 2 packs of Haribo sweets as well. I've already eaten them, I couldn't help myself. I came home from work, I had the munchies. I just wanted to unwrap this in front of you guys because it's like Christmas. And I just love this wrapping paper. I don't want to ruin it, so I'm just going to literally peel the sellotape off and hope for the best. Ah. Ooh. Guys. Oh my god. That is so cool. So this paper says, "Now is the time, claim the stars." So I remember asking if I could have, like, because they had copies and they were like, "If you want a copy, just say it." And I was like, it's Brandon Sanderson, I don't know, I've never read a book by him. So I read the synopsis and it sounds really cool. So this is about a world that has been under attack for hundreds of years. An alien race called the Crow leads an onslaught from the sky in a never-ending campaign to destroy humankind. Humanity's only defence is to take their ships and fight the enemy in the skies. Pilots have become the heroes of what's left of the human race. Spencer has always dreamed of being one of them, soaring above the earth and proving her bravery. But her fate is intertwined with her father's, a pilot who was killed years ago when he abruptly deserted his team, placing Spencer's chances of attending flight school somewhere between slim and none. No one will let Spencer forget what her father did, but she is still determined to fly, and the Crow just made that a possibility, and they doubled their fleet, making Spencer's world twice as dangerous. But the desperation to survive might just take her skyward. This book sounds so good. It sounds right up my alley, considering it's a Brandon Sanderson book. So it's about saving humankind, and I'm so excited, guys, because it's about survival. Look, guys, the cover, and also look at the inside. It's beautiful. It's a finished copy. It's a beautiful finished copy. Brandon Sanderson. Oh man, just yes. So everybody knows who Brandon Sanderson is. I think this book is probably out now, actually. Skyward, Claim the Star. It sounds so good. It's a beast of a book. Actually, no, it's not even that big. It's probably about 500 pages, actually. I'm really excited. Oh, thank you so much. So this is from Glance. Glance, Stevie, if you're watching, Stevie. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is just... I'm so happy. Can you tell? Oh, yeah. So I've gained some more books because I am just out of control this month. So I got 3 books from a charity book sale, and then I got 1 from a cafe where you can sort of like leave books and take them or borrow them. It's kind of like really cool. So I'll start with the 3 books that I got from the charity sale. The first book that I actually managed to pick up was Mare in the Meadow by Lucy Daniels. This is book number 51 in the Animal Arc series. So I'm slowly collecting these so that I can reread them again for nostalgic reasons. And this was a quid. So I just thought, that is a bargain, people. That's a bargain. So I can add that to my collection. But I just thought, it's cheap. You know, when you can find them in charity shops as like the next ones along the line, it's a lot better than getting them from eBay, because on eBay they sell them for like £1.70 or something like that. So I've saved myself some pennies. Then the next book that I got is Wuthering Heights by Louise Renison. Now, I read this a few years ago, and it's funny because this is like the cousin of Georgia Nicholson, I think. I remember it being like really, really funny, and I got rid of it. So then I found it for £1.50, so I had to get it again. I don't think I've read the sequel actually, so well, there we have it. And then the next book that I found, I felt like was a sign, because when I was in Brighton with Ben, we were pretty much obsessed with Gordon Ramsay. All that we were like pretty much watching was Gordon Ramsay's TV programmes, like his Kitchen Nightmares and Hellfire and all that sort of stuff. And I really did enjoy watching them. So I've become a little bit obsessed with Gordon Ramsay. Ben has sort of noticed that I've been obsessed with Gordon Ramsay, and I'd like to know about his backstory. So I managed to find his autobiography, Humble Pie, right here, in really, really good condition actually, like really good condition. So I'm very excited about this one, but this one talks about his childhood with his father and his short career as a footballer. I didn't know that. And then how his career developed, and I'm really intrigued just how he became who he is now. He's just one of these really sort of phenomenal people, and yeah, I just would like to know more about him. And then from the cafe I managed to find Gordon Ramsay's Fast Food. Was this left there by coincidence? Who knows? Either way, I'm really happy because I would like to cook more. Not just because of Gordon Ramsay, I've always wanted to sort of cook my own meals. So I'm really happy that I've managed to find this, because I can now cook some awesome things like fish and sandwiches, and like cooking it from fresh, and I feel like it would just be like really, really awesome. So I just would like to learn to cook things. So I think every week I'm going to give my nan like a really small little shopping list so that I can cook things myself. I'll plan ahead so that I can see the ingredients that I want to get, if there's any cooking equipment that I need to get, and then I will get it. So like once a week I will attempt to cook myself, on a day off I'll attempt to cook myself a meal. So today is the 18th of November. I came home from work to The Living by Isaac Marion. So this is the latest book that's in the Warm Bodies series. I think this is like it's the conclusion. So there it goes, the conclusion to the story. So yeah, so obviously it starts off with Warm Bodies, and then we've got The New Hunger, and then we've got The Burning World, and then we now have The Living. And what I like is at the front of this book you have a recap of the series. So it's really cool. I'm loving the cover to this book. So this book was actually sent to me from the publisher, so massive thank you to these guys. Awesome, just very, very happy. So Smith Publicity Inc. Who sent it to me. So I did have a part on the blog tour of this book. I sent off some questions to interview Isaac Marion, so I will leave the link below to the interview that I had with Isaac. I had some author questions and some zombie-like questions, so I'm very, very excited to give this book a read and review at some point, but that would mean that I would have to read the other books that are in the series. So that would be like the prequel, which is The New Hunger. It's a very, very short book though. Then you've got the sequel, The Burning World, and then we've got The Living. So either way, I'm very, very excited. And then on the Wednesday, went into a couple of charity shops. So I picked up Return to the Secret Garden by Holly Webb. Now, I'm very excited about this because The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett is a classic. It's a children's classic. It's one of my favourite ever classics. I loved it as a child. I reread it as an adult. I still love its pieces. So this is kind of like as if it had a sequel. So this is what makes me really, really happy. So I look forward to giving this a read one day and diving back into the world of The Secret Garden. So very, very excited about this one. And then from the same charity shop I picked up, there must have been somebody who just got rid of all of their adult paranormal fantasy sort of books, and so I picked up like the first books that are in the series, so I made sure that they were the first books. So this one is a mass market paperback, but doesn't bother me. So this book is called First Drop of Crimson. It's by Jeanine Frost. So this is a New York Times best-selling author, and I know that there's books that are in this series, but I sort of was in the mood for a sort of adult paranormal, so I just saw some of these books and I was just like, whoa. So yeah, so this is the first book, and there's like other books that are in the series. So yeah, it's quite small, but there's like over 350 pages in it. So this is about Denise, who knows what lurks in the shadows. Her best friend is a half vampire cat, Crawfield, and she's already lost more than the average human could bear. Her family's past is wrapped in secrets and shrouded in darkness, and a demon shapeshifter has marked Denise as its prey, and her survival depends on an immortal who lusts for the taste of her. So I'm just like, ooh, sounds interesting. And then the other sort of mass market paperback that I picked up is Kitty and the Midnight Hour by Carrie Vaughn. I like the covers. This book looks pretty cool because she looks like she's about to sing into the mic, and then there's a wolf and it's blue, guys. So this, and I double checked with this one as well, this should be the first book that's in the series, so I'm hoping that it bloody well is. So this has vampires, werewolves. Kitty Norville is a midnight shift DJ for a Denver radio station, and she's secretly a werewolf in the closet. So she's kind of sick of the lame song requests, and she starts a late night advice show for the supernaturally disadvantaged. After desperate vampires, werewolves and witches across the country begin calling in to share their woes, her new show is a success, but it's Kitty who can then use some help. With one sexy werewolf hunter and a few homicidal undead on her tail, Kitty may have bitten off more than she can chew. So that sounds like really interesting. And then the final one is Some Girls Bite by Chloe Neal, which is a Chicagoland vampires novel. So this one sounds like really interesting. I've kind of seen this one around actually. And yet again, I made sure that this one was the first book too. So this says here, they killed me, they healed me, they changed me. The life of a graduate student wasn't exactly glamorous. I was doing fine until the Chicago vampires announced their existence to the world, and a rogue vampire attacked me. He got sick before he was scared away by another bloodsucker, one who decided the best way to save my life was to take it. Turns out my saviour was the master vampire of Cadogan House, and now I've traded sweating over my thesis for learning to fit in a Hyde Park mansion full of vampires loyal to the Lord of the Manor. Of course, as a tall, green-eyed, 400-year-old vampire, he has centuries worth of charm, but unfortunately, he also seems to expect my eternal gratitude and servitude. But my burgeoning powers, all of a sudden, I'm surprisingly handy with some serious weaponry, and a sunlight allergy, which is inconvenient. Ethan's attitude are the least of my worries. Someone's out to get me, and is it the rogue vampire who bit me, or is it a vampire from a rival house, or is it an angry mob that's bearing torches? So, it just sounds interesting about somebody who's just starting to change and to become this being. So the last book in this haul is going to be Empress of All Seasons by Emiko Jean. I received this from the publisher. I'm really excited about it. It did actually come out in November, at the very beginning of November, but the cover is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this book, even the back is just awesome. So it says here, one will survive. The rules are simple. Survive the palace's enchanted seasonal rooms, conquer winter, spring, summer and fall, and then you can marry the prince. All are eligible to compete except yokai, supernatural spirits and monsters that the human emperor is determined to destroy. So yeah, sounds like really interesting and like a competition to be an empress. Sounds pretty cool. Empress of All Seasons. So that sort of is explaining the title there, because obviously Empress and then Seasons. So, but yeah, I'm very, very excited. So massive thank you. Here's my press release to Gallant for sending this to me for review. I look forward to reading and reviewing this for you guys. Future Katie here, just realising that I didn't do an outro to this video. So there you have it, all of the books that I managed to receive during the month of November. Let me know down below in the comments if you have read any of these books and what you thought about them, or if there's any that you think that I should read before others, then let me know too. Hope you guys are going to have an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. All of my social media links will be linked down below, and if you'd like to follow this channel, then you can click on the subscribe button and join the KitKat family, and it would honestly make my day as well. But all in all guys, keep smiling, keep reading and be happy, and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!